number 2 experiment.
There are demons in the trees.
They sound horrific, they sound so scary. So we're on the move again. This is a glorious day. Yay, it's launch day! Back in the water, we're a sailboat again!
Today's the day. We're going out sailing. Today's plan is just to get off this ball, put some wind through the sails, shake it all out, and hopefully end up somewhere else tonight. How's it feel to be back on the water, babe?
Bloody good.
Things are on the up and up.
Some people go cruising to party. Some go cruising for the challenge. And some go cruising to get lost. We like to think we're erring more towards the last two. But like most things in this world, what's planned and what actually occur are seldom the same thing. Basking in the sun under palm trees with gin-coloured water lapping on the sandy shore, or gliding over a royal blue sea with a cocktail in hand on the way to a new, unexplored anchorage was certainly what we had in mind when we set off. But sooner or later, the bill comes due. You pay this bill in blood, sweat, tears and money. The good news is, you get to decide the proportions of each. Once you've paid your dues, you get to go sailing again. Back on the hunt for the sailing challenge of a lifetime. New and interesting friends, or picturesque and peaceful anchorages. Today, we've certainly found the latter. Welcome to Scotland Bay. Nestled on the western edge of Trinidad's main island, this secluded bay is surrounded on all sides by untamed jungle that is not serviced by any roads. On the weekend, it's a popular spot for the locals, but during the week, it's blissfully quiet and teeming with life.
There's a Tarzan swing over there and a nice little pebble beach with our name on it. Just gonna row the dinghy across and just kind of lollop around in the shallows for a bit. It's very hot today.
Stay before another gust comes.
After that bird watching tour when we saw the python in the tree, I'm just like,
Oh yeah.
you never know
Let's not park up under any trees here. So apparently in Scotland Bay, if it's kind of quiet enough, you can also hear howler monkeys. Sounds a bit creepy sometimes. So if we stay here, we're going to stay here overnight. Maybe tomorrow morning we might hear some. Let's go on the Tarzan swing. Fell down a hole. At least you only need to get 3 more rungs up because I think that's the furthest anyone can actually go. Oh, they're really small dogs, you're right.
All upper body.
Alright, number 2 experiment. Actually, this is kind of number 3, 4 maybe. Alright. Adam does not want to try on my shoulders. I don't know why.
First shower, first swim, / shower.
I can't see them, but I can hear howler monkeys over here. Like, they're just like, I don't know what, it just sounds like a it's crazy. They won't do it now, you watch.
It's just going to be like an hour of footage of me just waiting for the noise. We're listening to this tiny noise and there are probably like hundreds of them. It sounds really weird.
That's a big one. They've got to be close. Where are you?
Oh my god, I can't believe it. I can't believe we're listening to monkeys next to our boat. They sound horrific. They sound so scary. This is so weird. So apparently if you, when you do tie up stern to and you bring a line to shore, you can actually sometimes get the monkeys on your boat. I seriously want the monkeys on the boat. However, I do understand the downsides to that too. But now I'm not entirely sure. Can you imagine the whole boat just
up to that?
Yeah, and you're just like, I can't go outside because it might beat me. Like, I can't tell them to shoot. First thing in the morning.
So calm and quiet. Can't remember the last time we were in Anchorage this quiet. It's great.
And still.
And still, with lots of life. No howler monkeys last night, which was good, I suppose. Would have been interesting to hear it in the dark, but very unsettling. I was saying to Kiara yesterday, I was like, imagine if you were the first person to sail here, having never heard what a howler monkey sounds like, and had no prior warning. You would be like, there are demons in the trees. Demons from hell are in that jungle, and we're never leaving the boat. Like, they sound like ghouls, like something out of a horror movie. There! Oh, you'll never get it on the camera. Moving through the trees. Yeah. There. Oh, there's another one up there. Two of them. He's right out in the tree.
It's just so weird to sit on our boat and just be in the middle of like monkeys and a jungle, and I just feel like we're kind of floating, like randomly floating in the middle of like the Amazon River or something. We're obviously not. It's so weird that our boat can go to these places. It's really strange that we are in this place. Man, Trinidad's so cool. I like Trinidad. I've also just seen a turtle swimming as well, but he dipped his little head below the water before I could grab the camera. Not that you probably all haven't seen turtles before. See, I feel like when I'm here I have to whisper because it might interrupt the wildlife. But we were meant to go for a sail today. We were thinking about just heading over to another place just around the corner. But honestly, if it stays like this, I just want to be here forever. It's so nice until we run out of food at least. I just feel like I'm in the middle of nature, in the middle of wildlife. I feel like I'm getting a special treat, like a front row seat, you know? And they don't know I'm here, and I'm just sneaking here, and I'm like, oh my god, look at all this stuff. And none of the animals realise that we're here. They obviously do.
Not to diminish your beautiful moment with something so crass and modern as internet, but like this is one of the huge benefits of Starlink. Like we have no cell service here. Nobody has any cell service here, and yet we've got, you know, whatever speed, 120 megabyte a second internet running from solar. Like we could sit here and you could work, you could do your emails, you could, like, as long as you've got food and water, you can sit here in the peace and quiet with the monkeys and the birds and whatever, and still be in the modern age. It's that really is where it comes into its own. Like when you have no cell service, you can get the hell out of Dodge, not just on the edge, like out of Dodge, and still be and still be oh, what a jump, still be plugged in and still be, like, you know, able to keep up with everyone at home. So.
One ever so slight, very minor concern. Adam thinks that a wasp has decided to build a nest in our boom. So there's just that. Other than that, the space is perfect.
I wiped that away to nothing like 10 minutes ago. I don't know where he's getting his material. He like goes zipping away and comes back and blah, 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 blah. It's like nature's 3D printer.
Gonna go and see if we can find any monkeys.
If we can punch into the jungle a little bit where we saw the monkeys, maybe we can scurry through enough and find something. We'll see. We'll see.
So pretty much, after seeing all the monkeys this morning, we thought that we'd venture to shore, try and see if we can get a monkey up close, like we did the other day when we went on a walk with some of our friends. I very much doubt that we will. There's a few more boats that have arrived, and while they're not playing loud music, I don't think that we're actually going to be able to find a way inland to go for a little walk. But, as is the Kiara and Adam show, we will find our own way inland.
Now, we really should pay more attention than usual though, because this isn't like some island in the Saints where it's sort of well and truly been beaten into submission. It's actually the jungle, there's actually things here. So head on a swivel. Watch out for snakes, watch out for crawlies, watch out for spiders.
And monkeys. Is that a woodpecker?
I don't know, but I've been hearing that noise.
We would be the worst trackers. We like trying really hard to be quiet and then end up immersed in a bunch of like crispy leaves where there's no way out to just crunch through. Stealth bird. Oh my god, I just came.
Out you come. Oh man. Give me back. Ugh. Okay. Okay. All's well.
And then
Forgot to put it in all terrain.
And then I came closer to Adam to get the GoPro to film him, and I then got stuck. Which is really stupid of me. Oh, oh wow, that's really, really bad. We bought some apples in case we saw a monkey, but chances of seeing a monkey were very, very slim. So
I think they come down.
I'm enjoying a nice apple right now.
They come down in the morning, do what they're going to do, and then I think they retreat back to their little wherever they hang out overnight and during the day. On the
plus side, we're getting our fruit intake up today.
Yeah, it's really it's nice to come in and just scurry around in the bush, jungle, whatever. It's beautiful, like just so lush and green and just Just nice to go traipsing through here, really.
Yeah.
A little bit of rubbish around, which is a bit of a bummer, but it's a party spot.
Yeah.
If we were to be here on a Saturday, you would see what we mean, but I'm not going to do that.
Exactly. Tomorrow is a Saturday, and we intend to be far away from here before the first of the revellers arrive. So we're on the move again. We have mentioned before that at the weekend this bay gets pretty busy, and at the moment it's a Saturday morning, so the crowds haven't quite come yet, but we figure that before they do we will try and go to a little bit more of a quieter bay. So we're gonna, our first stop is to actually go and pick up some supplies, which means that it's about a 2-mile journey just around the corner. And then I'm going to quickly hop in the dinghy while Adam's like floating around and go and get some supplies. And then we're going to go for a lovely day sail up to a place called Chakatikari, which I really love that word. Chakatika. And apparently they have an old leper colony. Also, they used to have a leper colony there, so all the lepers from Trinidad would go to this island. There was a hospital there, which is now obviously a bit of a ruin, and you can go for a walk around it and a little walk around the island too. So we're going to go up there, which would be pretty cool, and spend a few days there. That was good timing. The first of the party boats have just arrived, leaving in perfectly good time. Adam, I'm behind the wheel. You can't stand there and look like a captain when I'm obviously the captain.
What should I do? Laze around? What do you do?
No arms crossed.
No arms crossed. No, that's two.
No, that's... What does a first mate look like?
What does a first mate look like?
Oh, shut up. I do not look like that. Trinidad has this funny way of like being rainforesty, jungle-ish, having like green, brackish water, but then also having like beautiful sandy beaches. And Tobago, from what I hear, especially has those beautiful sandy beaches. It's such a mix, and like cave systems, like it really is a mix of just everything. It's a pretty cool landscape around here.
Gee, she's pretty good. That took 11 minutes and 30 seconds since I waved her off. And here she is.
Alright, let's go. Back from shopping. Got all of the essentials, which mainly consisted of a case of beer. We're not planning to be there long, don't worry. But, you know, it's always good to have some celebratory beers aboard. Adam is just setting up, putting up the halyards so that we can start sailing pretty soon. We're pointing pretty much into wind right now, so we should be able to get the sails up very soon. This is a glorious day. It's not too much wind because it's quite early in the morning, and usually the wind picks up like 11, 12 in the afternoon. So we're kind of like gliding along. There's definitely enough wind to kind of glide along, and because it's quite surrounded by land, inside of the Sea of Paria, I think it's called, there's not too much fetch, like not too much fetch gets up, so it's nice flat sailing, and as I said, it kind of feels like we're gliding along. It's really nice. There's not much wind. What'd you do there, buddy?
Turned off the wind inadvertently. 3.5 knots of breeze, and we're doing 2. So, what more do you want?
8.6 knots. Yeah, we're screaming along. 8 knots of wind. Racing.
Finally found a little bit of breeze. Not heaps, but it's actually ideal. Like quiet, sheltered water, and we've got 12 to 15 knots. It's glorious. We've just come out of the lee of all of these larger islands, and there's more substantial gaps between them now, so it's filling in a little bit. It's just lovely.
Bringing there.
Run it back to that winch, see what happens.
I didn't record any of that. Just as I was saying.
Start again.
Okay, so pretty much what I just said was, remember I said, oh yeah, at some stage we're just going to get slammed with 25 knots. Well, that actually happened. And we ended up doing, bloody Adam's saying he was seeing 7.5 knots of speed our boat was doing the dinghy. So she can certainly get moving if she wants to, with a fresh coat of paint on her. Anyway, so we ended up getting to our destination like really quickly. So we're pretty much here. We've popped the jib in, and we're just heading into the bay of Chaka.
Boom, bow, bow. It's a bit blowy. I hope it drops off pretty fast when we get in there. I've still got to get rid of the main. I'm hoping I can sneak into the lee of this hill and do it peacefully over there, but it's still blowing pretty hard. 17 knots on the quarter now.
Anything's blowing pretty hard
compared to what we've had all day, yeah. For context, I don't think 17 knots is a lot of wind, but relative from the 3 that we're set up for, it's a bit.
Man, the wind in this spot is crazy. Wasn't the most beautiful of drops, but as Adam said, he literally just did a full 360 trying to chase the wind, go into wind to drop the sail.
So, where to?
Yes.